Hello, my fellow witches. Today we're going to be talking about the age-old topic of why the fuck am I here? And look, I hear you. It sucks. It's painful. It's annoying. And it makes no sense. I know. And the answer is simple. At least for me. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But I think we're here just in case something good happens. Because don't get me wrong, this is some fucked up timeline we're on right now. Like, my life has been mostly pain up until now, and I'm almost 30. 3 decades of painful experiences kind of has a way of getting you down and not wanting to be here. But I have not wanted to be here ever since I was maybe around 14, 13. Let's just acknowledge that it sucks together, you know? Especially for those of us who are more sensitive than the average Joe. Which, if you're watching this, you probably are. And if you're drawn to witchcraft, you probably are as well. Because, like, what is witchcraft really? It's a way of connecting with the other side and with the source of your powers and, well, with the source of everything, nature. Bringing all of that energy into trying to make your life a little bit more bearable. Make a little change here and there, a little tweak, a little spell. Maybe have a little influence, manifestations, putting out some wishes into the universe. I mean, religion is almost the same thing, actually. It's just people putting out wishes into the universe and having something to trust in, having something to believe in so that they don't feel so lost and powerless when they're in pain. Because regardless of who you are, where you're born on this earth, I mean, one thing we all have in common is that this experience involves a lot of pain. And it's hard to cope with pain. It really is. Everyone has their own way that works for them. Or doesn't work for them, but, you know, it's better than nothing. But yeah, I think I'm here in case something good happens, because I've wanted to leave. I've wanted to exit my whole life, and but I chose to stay. So if I chose to stay, it must be for a reason. And sometimes I feel like some of us came here from an alternate timeline, like almost as volunteers. Like maybe we saw that things were not going to end up so well. Things were not going to end up so well, so we had to interfere somehow, and this is the only way to do it. I think most of the normies have clicked out of this video by now, so we can really get into the nitty-gritty. Yeah, I don't think we're here for a vacation. I think we're here volunteering our energy to make a difference here. And it might not look like any difference is happening on the outside, but the fact that a lot of us are here and not happy with the way things are, and not even able to participate in the way that things currently are, that says a lot, and that means a lot. That's what creates the change, at least in the beginning. So, hey, maybe it's not going to show in our lifetimes, but you know what? We're here. We're chilling. We're here for in case something good happens, you know? And if it doesn't, hey, we're suffering together, okay? We're in this together. You're not alone in your pain. This freaking dimension is so hard. It's so difficult to be here. And I know this for a fact because I have incredibly vivid dreams. So real, in fact, that I don't know them from this reality. Like, the only way I know their dreams is the fact that I wake up from them. But I can tell you that there's a huge difference between being over there and being here, and that's where I can tell how difficult it is to be here. Because in my dreams, I'm the same person. I'm the same me. I act the same, I feel the same, I even look the same, which is weird. But I guess I want to create some continuity there. And you know what? I can fly. I can just fly. I can go through walls. I can move things with my mind. I can't teleport yet. I need to work on that one. But yeah, I think outside of this dimension, a lot of us feel more at home, and that's why it's so difficult for us to be here, because it doesn't feel like home. Because none of this feels familiar, even though I've been here for almost 30 years. None of this feels familiar to me. Like, I've always felt like a bit of an outsider, a bit of an alien, and I thought maybe it was because I'm new to the world, and guess what? No, not much has changed. But I do have more experience, and so I feel like maybe I can help create some comfort in letting you know that your 20s are going to be the worst, probably. Teenage and 20s are hard, okay? You know when they say your brain fully develops at 25, I think there's some merit to that. I really do, because up until 25, things were harder. Like, my brain was not capable of guiding me as well as it is doing now. And everything just felt so overwhelming. After 25, I think it starts to get more on track. So if you're under the age of 25, just hang in there, okay? Look, I know it's tough, okay? I'm gonna be real with you. I think most of us, like, our relationship with life is our relationship with pain and how to cope with it. Whatever kind of pain you're suffering from, like, it's our relationship with pain, and it's our relationship with time. Because another thing for me is everybody around me says, oh, life is so short, it goes by so fast. But to be honest with you, this is the slowest thing ever. And most of the time, I am bored and I am tired. It feels like everything is happening at a turtle's fucking speed. And again, I think that's a testament that we're not from here. This is unfamiliar territory. Manifestations should not be taking this long where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? Actually, this should probably be instant. So it's a lot of learning how to deal with pain, discomfort, and time. But one thing is for sure, this society is not helping us whatsoever, okay? Like, I've dealt with the kind of help they offer, like in the mental health care system. It is not helping. Maybe it helps like few and far, but I would say overall they're so clueless about how to help people for real. Because it's not about helping you heal from depression or anxiety. It's like the world we live in is creating most of that. So it's almost like they're trying to help you adjust to a system that is not good for you. You know, is making you sick. And they're like, here, take this pill. It'll help you adjust. And I'm like, am I supposed to adjust to this? No, really. None of this feels okay. My body is clearly telling me something is wrong. So am I supposed to just ignore that? So am I supposed to just ignore that, take this pill, and keep pushing through? That doesn't sound so logical to me. I don't know about you. Emotions are guides. Even a therapist will tell you that. Emotions are guiding. Emotions are guides. Anger will tell you that somebody's crossing your boundaries. Sadness and depression is literally your soul being fed up and saying, this is not good for me. Like, I need change. Anxiety is either you being extremely overwhelmed, overstimulated, overstressed, or it's literally your body's way of saying, I don't feel safe. Whether it's emotionally, physically, or both. So, like, these were supposed to be our tools. They're not the enemy. And the fact that we're suffering so much isn't because something is wrong with our brains, in our brain chemistry. It's because something is wrong here. Because this isn't how we are supposed to live as humans. And we know that. Like, a lot of us know that already. Deep down we know. Because then how do you explain to me that as soon as I get into the woods and make a fire and sit by it, and everything is quiet, and all I can hear is nature, and everything is still, suddenly I feel better? How do you explain that? Or when you go to the beach in the summer and you go into that water and it feels like your soul is reborn, and the salty water takes away everything that was painful, everything that was stressful. We're only overthinking this because we're trying to help ourselves out of an impossible situation. And it feels like an impossible situation. So, we're here in case something good happens. We put our energy towards manifesting better for ourselves in our own little personal lives. But also a lot of it is just coping with this reality for now. And accepting help. It doesn't have to come from other people. It can come from nature. It can come from animals. It can come from your dreams, your visions, your daydreams. Because when you ask for help, they will help you. That's why prayer exists. In all of these religious contexts, that's why prayer exists, because it does help. And fear and faith are the opposite sides of the same coin. Fear is the belief that something is out there to get you, and faith is the belief that something is out there to help you. So, when you live in a scary world like this, you need to have faith. Otherwise, it's going to consume you. Because there's some things we can't control. Some things we can't change, but a lot of it is completely outside of our control. And of course, that's scary. Of course, that's painful. I was growing up in a house with domestic abuse for the first 15 years of my life. And I couldn't get out. I was just a child. And it was scary. And it was horrible and confusing. And I was just a kid and I didn't have the tools to deal with that. So I felt powerless for the first 15 years of my life. And, coming out of that experience, it makes the world seem like a very scary place, because truly I did not have control over those circumstances. And so, the rest of this reality also felt very scary to me. I accepted help in the form of relationships. I accepted help by going towards what felt a little bit better for me, which was moving to a sunny place, closer to nature. Honestly, that was more healing for me than anything else. Like, forget about energy healers, forget about therapy, like the beach. That's some serious fucking healing right there. Something about the sun and the water, the salt, it can cleanse lifetimes of crappy energy from your body and your soul. Mushrooms also helped me, but I talked about that in other videos if you want to go and check them out. The magic kind. The regular kind is good too, but I like the magic kind better. I don't take them so often anymore, actually. I don't need them. The last time I took them, I didn't even feel anything. If you had told me you didn't take them, I would have believed you, because it really didn't do much, and I took quite a bit, so yeah. If you're really not doing well, I would recommend them, but do it at your own risk and don't take too much. But yeah, you can always hang out here. If you're not doing so well, you can always come hang out with me, and we'll go through time together. That's what we can do for each other, I think in this culture we make it overly complicated, trying to spend quality time, socializing, small talk, activities. Ugh. I think we're just meant to take each other through time, like help each other get through this. If you find somebody's presence comforting to you, calming, whether it's online or in person, that's a good energy for you to be around, because it's going to help reset your nervous system back to baseline. A lot of YouTubers have helped me, actually, like streamers, live streamers, because they really help get you back to reality, get you back to basics, especially if you have a tendency to dissociate or you're traumatized and your brain just, gets overstimulated really easily and you lose a sense of reality. Like, it helps to find human presence that helps you feel grounded and calm. And we're so lucky to be living in the age of the internet. We can find people. Whatever helps you soothe the ache you feel deep in your soul, that's the right path for you. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise, because they don't understand. They haven't been in your shoes. They haven't lived your life. You can only trust yourself with this. So whatever makes you feel safe, whatever makes you feel calm, whatever makes you feel nurtured and taken care of, that's your path. And we stay here in case something good happens. Okay? You got this. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.